Ayo, back at it again with another video. Thank you all for watching. I greatly appreciate it. So, this video is about Henry Kissinger, and today Henry Kissinger passed away. And I was scrolling on Twitter. Yes, I still call it Twitter because, to be completely honest, I think the name X is just stupid. I mean, I've continued to call it Twitter, and that's just how I'm gonna move forward on that issue. But Henry Kissinger, I was scrolling on Twitter and I saw that he had passed away today, and I came across this article, this Rolling Stone headline, and honestly, this is probably the best title to a newspaper article I've ever seen in my life, because it is spot on. Henry Kissinger, war criminal, beloved by the ruling class, finally dies. That's just so incredibly accurate. And usually you don't see the news media tell the truth a lot. So when the media does tell the truth, it's like comes as a shock. So the subtitle, the infamy of Nixon's foreign policy architect sits eternally beside that of history's worst mass murderers. A deeper shame attaches to the country that celebrates him. Spencer Ackerman, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. But yeah, this is one of the most incredible news headlines I've ever seen in my life, because most of the time, most news headlines and newspaper articles and publishing houses don't have the guts to tell the truth because they're so in bed with the ruling class and the establishment, that when I came across this, I thought it was fake. But yeah, the headline, Henry Kissinger, war criminal beloved by the ruling class, finally dies, it's probably the best article title I've seen in a long time. Unfortunately, I can't read the article because I'm not subscribed to Rolling Stone and I don't have an account. But honestly, they've put out some really good articles lately, and might have to subscribe, honestly. But yeah, the ruling class loves him. NBC called him an influential statesman. Oh, and by the way, just war criminal. Please just overlook that. But he was an influential statesman, all right? That's what NBC said. New York Times, a diplomat whose counsel was long prized, but also villainified. Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, Rolling Stone has been putting out some good ones. Media teams up to lionize this war criminal. The Conversation says a titan of U.S. foreign policy that changed the world for better or for worse has died. I hate to break it, there wasn't anything good that he did in his foreign policy. It was absolutely for worse. Henry Kissinger dies at 100 without facing justice for his crimes. I mean, I think his death is a little bit of justice. I mean, it's not full justice, but the fact that he's no longer of this earth is partial justice, in my opinion. And that sounds terrible, but he was a terrible human being, so it's justified. I came across this article, and again, scrolling on Twitter, and straight to hell. Dungfest all over his death. This is my favorite one. I've been following this account for like a solid year at this point. Is he dead yet? You finally got the answer. And the answer is yes. It's got over 325,000 likes. I also saw this one from Max Kennerly. I actually follow Max, I believe, on Twitter also. Seeing a lot of unkind words about Henry Kissinger, but not nearly enough. Don't be shy. History demands he be remembered for the monster that he was. Yeah, he was evil and disgusting. If you want to know just how problematic his legacy was, here's George Bush's statement on it. America has lost a dependable and distinctive voice on foreign affairs. If George Bush is praising you on foreign policy decisions, it's not a good look, man. I mean, George Bush lied his way into a war that killed millions of people over a lie of weapons of mass destruction. So if George Bush is, calling you a dependable and distinctive voice on foreign affairs, you're probably not. PitchBot. I love PitchBot. Yeah, I'll get into this one in a second. But Bourdain, Anthony Bourdain on Kissinger. He should be in the dock at the Hague next to Milosevic. Yeah, he should, but unfortunately, he's not. He killed so many people that we just uncovered new atrocities just this year. This is probably my favorite one. He's dead, trending at 11,000 posts. Trending. It finally happened at 6,000 posts. This is my favorite. Rest in, bozo. Henry Kissinger dying might actually save the site. It might. But yeah, this one. Anthony Bourdain once called Henry Kissinger a murderous scumbag. He's right. He's so right. Unfortunately, I don't think he went. I think he was too nice with that compliment, honestly. And that wasn't a compliment. That was very much an insult. I think he was too nice with that statement. That was definitely not a compliment. Henry Kissinger probably thought it was a compliment because that's just how sick and twisted that little scumbag was. But yeah, if you're lionizing this dude, you either delusional and you know about his crimes against humanity, or you just don't know your history. But yeah, we're gonna read this real quick because I like this a lot. Once you've been to Cambodia, you'll never want to stop beating Henry Kissinger to death with your bare hand. You will never again be able to open a newspaper and read about that treacherous, murderous scumbag sitting down for a nice chat or attending a black tie affair. Witness what he did in Cambodia, the fruits of his statesmanship, and you will never understand why he's not sitting in the dock at the Hague next to Slobodan Milosevic. It's accurate. It finally happened. Yeah, most of the news media is trying to lionize this dude. There's nothing redeeming about this scumbag. He deserves to rot in the deepest part of hell that there is. I honestly might have to start subscribing to Rolling Stone because this title is just so incredibly accurate. And the fact that the news media is actually telling the truth for once is like shocking. So, Henry Kissinger, war criminal, beloved by the ruling class, finally croaks, finally dies. And one of my favorite quotes of all time is Dr. King, where he says, "The arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice." Today, a little bit of justice happened. He finally died. And I could sleep easy. Because Henry Kissinger, there's nothing redeeming about him. He was much more than a murderous scumbag. He was truly evil and disgusting human being. So, yeah, that's my rant. So, best title ever goes to Spencer Ackerman and the Rolling Stone. With that being said, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Deuces.